Alright everyone, we're back with some more Doki Doki Literature Club, and in this part we're going to be generating another poem. Now this is a stream, as you can probably tell from the little chat bar on the side. So I'm going to leave it to the people in the chat to decide what kind of, I don't think it really matters, but you can decide what kind of poem we create here, our masterpiece. Yeah, I was just discussing with the people in chat how I was getting sick. Well, I got sick. It was more like a week and a half ago, I bet, if I had to make a... It was actually like right after I did the stream of Orphan, when I was doing the Orphan... No, not Orphan, was it? I mean, it was Orphan, or was it Mario? Oh, that's right, it was Mario, because that was the last answer. It was Mario Odyssey. And then I ended up getting sick. So, like, whatever, that was like a week and a half ago. Pure, a lot of people saying Pure. Getting some votes for Sensation. Let's see. I know these are supposed to correspond to certain characters, but I'm not really sure. I guess she's supposed to be the... Can you see my mouse cursor? Yeah, you can. I guess she's supposed to be the pure one. I think it's her. She's like the eccentric one, and she's like the mopey one, from what I remember. Before we get too sidetracked, am I gonna stream more Persona 5? Yes, hopefully soon. If everything works out, as always. Just Michael's pretty much got the answer down packed. I really do want to get back to that game. It's just been a pain of bad timing. Okay, so I think we'll go with Pure. Okay, so it pleases her. She's the, I guess she's supposed to be like the innocent one. And now I'm realizing there's 20 of these, so it's probably gonna take way too much time to go through them each. It's gonna be a long stream. Pure, unrequited, sticky. Sticky what? A sticky milk. What do we put in our sticky milk? Oh, that's kind of disturbing already. I didn't even really mean it that way. I apologize. Yeah, that came out really awkwardly. Yeah, clumsy. Oh, she's the clumsy one. They're kind of occupying the same territory, these two, in my mind at least. There's going to be a waterfall of hopelessness and excitement. I remember the time we were playing, what was it, Danganronpa? And then, it was Danganronpa 2 actually, and then we were trying to decide what Nagito's ultimate ability was. And I kind of forgot. I just like on instant called him the ultimate unlucky student instead of lucky. And he kind of had a little bit of fun with that. I was glad they had a little bit of dialogue to address that. Who even liked Sticky? It was, I don't know. That was just what came instinctually to me for whatever reason. Agonizing. Determination. Suicide? Jeez, that's dark. Who likes suicide? Oh, it's her. Okay. I was just curious to see who would like that. Kitty. Childhood, that sounds so disturbing. Eternity. I'll sing. Infinite. Romance. Massacre? Could go on the genocide run of this game. Let me see. Flower. Sugar. And adventure. Oh, there's one more. Strawberry. Of course, that's her. The strawberry hair. Alright, now we actually get to the game itself. Awesome. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past few days. And through the club room, the usual scene greets me. Oh my god, I forgot we were called Daddy Hand. How did we pick that again? I don't even remember. Hi, Daddy Hand. Yo, Sayori. Oh, man. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the same club, that's all. I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Because you're a very simple girl, Sayori. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. You come with me to buy a snack. No thanks, I'm not into food. Eh? That's not like you at all. Well, I have my reasons, Sayori. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Eh? Wow, we're calling her poor. Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Ah. Yeah, oh, that's right, yeah, Daddy Hand was the default protagonist name. That's absolutely correct. I forgot about that. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. She turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. No, I have not seen the anime at all. Of course not. Is this really based on an anime? I didn't think it was. Only 2 small coins left. I knew it! I can see right through you, Sayori, trying to rip me off. That's not fair. How do you even know? It's simple. Oh, the Danganronpa anime. No, I have not seen any of the Danganronpa anime. I've purposely avoided it. Wow. I don't know why, but I was going from the chat to the game window, and I just looked at it really quickly, and I thought the last word was condom. That is where my mind went to with wherever this is going. This conversation here. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the clubroom. So either you're not hungry or want an excuse for a walk. Or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. That's exactly what it is, she's a mooch. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. So that only leaves one option. La, 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 la. I give up. Don't make me feel so guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel the guilt. Yes, lay it on her, Daddy Hand. Lay on the guilt. Make her feel terrible about herself. She burned the fires of hell, trying to steal my money. Ahaha! Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. You know, it's funny. I don't know how long we streamed this for last time. It had to be like an hour and a half, but we did get distracted a lot of times during that stream. So I'm just like constantly waiting for like the darkness to come into this at some point. Apparently the girl on the right's suicidal though, so we'll see how that plays out. Or at least she was excited by the suicide option. Her face is in her book, as always. Ah! I wasn't listening or anything. I was just something in my book. Yuri? Tell Daddy Hand to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. Yeah, that's right. Got some social commentary here. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Ah! Did I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. Ah. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. This is such a weird conversation. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution. I think it's consequences, not revolution. Retribution, or retribution. It's another good word for that. Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. Now you're picturing that hand from the Addams Family called Daddy? Wasn't it just called Thing? No, Thing was the hairy thing. Was the hand called Daddy? I actually don't remember that. I do remember seeing the Addams Family when I was really young, but I don't remember anything from it. Oh no, or was it the hairy thing? That was gonna bother me. Well, I'm sure someone will tell me. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Yeah, wow. Wait, who did the slapping there? What was that from? Kya! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles on the... I was gonna say, if that was us, that was really harsh. Ow. What was... A cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. I have no idea where this game is going. I mean, it's supposed to get dark, but there's so much just like screwing around in it. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitutions. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Yeah, pretty much. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki. That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Oh no, the chat's lagging. Oh, you guys are gonna miss this totally awesome moment we're having between the three of us. I'm not really sure what's going on in this game. Oh, it's just Buffy again? I see. Well, hopefully Buffy can piss right off. We don't want any of that here. Joss Whedon wasn't invited to this stream. Is it going good for the rest of you? Alright, so there's only some people that are having the lag issues. Might just be on your end. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. Womp womp. You're gonna go through a lot of over just one cookie. I mean, this is a lot of dialogue over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own. Yeah, okay, that's great. You need to have more time dedicated to the cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Oh. Son hug. Unwanted hug. She didn't want that affection. Yeah, jeez. I get it. Cookie's still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Wow. She really is a conniving little monster. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Yeah? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the clubroom. Who's Monica? Where's Monica anyway? I don't even know who Monica is. I thought there were only 3 girls. Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's actually dead, of course. Lying dead in a gutter as we discuss and argue over cookies. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... What? I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Wow. That's true. Wow. So full of confidence. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. And there she is. Alright, I remember her now. Yeah, there was another girl. Obviously. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I'll make sure you apologize to Daddy Hands. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't too worried or anything. Actually, we didn't notice until just a second ago because we were distracted over pretty much nonsense. Am I going to play Danganronpa Another Despair Ultra... Another episode Ultra Despair Girls? Yeah, eventually. I was hoping I've done that, like, earlier in the year. But unfortunately, we didn't have time because Emily had to go to Japan. And then Danganronpa V3 came out, which I still have to continue playing because we only did, like, 6 or 7 episodes or whatever. And that pretty much has precedence. I want to finish V3 first because from what I'm told, it's Ultra Despair Girls is kind of like the redheaded stepchild of the Danganronpa universe. Or at least that's what I heard from the people I've spoken to about it. So yeah, I will do it eventually, but not right now. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. A boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Yeah, she doesn't even have a boyfriend. Watch this. Monica quizzically glances at me. Ah, never mind that. Uh-oh. She's interested. What is it, sup? You have to go to sleep already? Well, fine, you go to sleep. The song will wait for next time, then. What held you up anyway? Ah. Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. Aha. That makes no sense though. Oh, actually, that just reminds me of what Maddie just said. Side tangent. You randomly got yeah. Let me start over slowly. Maddie G said I got randomly logged out of YouTube, I presume. An interesting thing I noticed about YouTube was I was watching a playlist the other day, and YouTube actually stopped the playlist and was like, "Are you still watching?" And I actually had to click yes, I'm still watching the freaking videos to get YouTube to continue playing them. It's kind of like how Netflix does that. It's really annoying and really stupid. I hate that feature. Luckily, it only did that one time, and I haven't seen it since, but it's still pretty annoying. That makes no sense, though. You'd have heard the bell ring at least. Are you watching? Yeah, of course I'm watching. It's so stupid. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Yeah, I know, Frog. I knew you had your essay today. That's why I was playing a stream. The stupid feature where Netflix will be like, "Are you still watching the show?" Like if you're binge watching a ton of shows at once, and after 2 or 3 episodes, like, oh, you have to click OK to continue watching the show. And of course, if you're watching on your TV, you have to actually get up and go to your computer and then hit OK. That's what happened to YouTube. And it's only been the once, but I don't know. Maybe it's just going to be something I do randomly from time to time. Yeah, she plays music as well, whatever. Kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. It's so cool. Should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay. That sounds cool. I'm also looking forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Daddy Hand. Whoa. Can I do that again? Oh, I can't actually go back and replay the animation. That animation was so silly. She just like flies across the screen all hunched over like that. Anyway, Monica smiles sweetly. I wonder if she's smitten with us too. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I have to say, this game, I know there's supposed to be a twist, but it's so slow. I mean, it really has to be a good twist for whatever happens later on to kind of make up for all the slowness in the beginning. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It actually reminds me a real lot of Fading Hearts, except with 4 girls instead of 2. It looks like everyone has already settled down. It's less slow if you play faster. If I was like only half reading this, I'd probably be done with it already. But when you're reading every line, it kind of takes forever. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Like, I probably could have skipped that entire conversation. It wouldn't really matter. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down to the nearest desk. Am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature-related by myself like this? Or just not stop to talk with every text box? Yeah, pretty much. But where's the fun in that? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening on Sayori's conversation with Monica. I know, I just have to get good at reading. It's tough, I've only been practicing all my life. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. I love the pro gaming tip. I mean the original one that originates from, it was like the Doom strategy guide, or it's like pro tip shoot rockets to kill the enemy. That's just great. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. I don't think so, but whatever you want to say. It's not like that's all, you know? What the hell is that advice up? That does not sound like a good idea at all. That is so random. Anyway, I'm not gonna mention that out loud. You guys could probably read that anyway. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? If you came up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event, so it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place. And after they come, you can do the thing that speaks their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to see her deliberate like this. Huh, that's a good point. Oh, like orphan? Was that the goal of SUP? I'm not sure if orphan is someone you want to aspire to. I would say definitely not. Put it all on skip. Sadly, I don't think skip works unless you already read it. Yeah, in that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? We could just mash enter. Ah, well, I guess we could. Not SUP. Frog will notify us if things get interesting. Cupcakes. Aha, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That'll work out perfectly. That's what you suggested, wasn't it? That was totally the wrong reading, but cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I am hungry. Anyway, we will need to work out the details of the event by itself. I find myself smiling awkwardly, since I'm not even a part of this conversation. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. Ha. But therein lies the unexpected reason why I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind into things that make them come into life, or something like that. Yo, Faceless Mermaid, what is up? We are trying to skip this dialogue as fast as possible, still reading it with some modicum of resemblance to what the line actually was. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Which is why I gouged her eyes out, and whoa, that is way too close. I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fell out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. Sorry, not sorry, bitch. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club, it's the literature club. Wait, does our school have a napping club? Because I'm totally in for that. You're staying up late again, aren't you? If not, you're in a club. You're gonna have less time for anime, you know. I know it's, Jesus Christ. Why do I keep on saying SUP's name for everything? I know it's Steph. Even though Steph has gone through like 15 different names since I've known her on YouTube. Oh, there isn't a route per se? That is interesting. So it's more of a straightforward game, I guess. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say it so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. Which I have to say is probably a good thing if there's really not routes in this game. Because if there were routes, I totally would not get around to doing them all. It'd be like, remember when we were playing... What was the name of the game? The one with the cats. Forget the name. But yeah, there's no way I was doing that game in its entirety. That was impossible. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. This is a dark revelation about the game. She really has like sleep apnea or something. There's issues sleeping. It's gonna kill her. She's gonna die in her sleep one day. I'm gonna feel bad about making fun of her all this. So amazing, I need you for everything. I'm not sure about that stuff. For everything? I can sometimes manage on my own. Occasionally. Yeah, the cat game. The cat game with, I mean, you probably didn't watch that one, Demon Chan. That one was like a while ago. I'm sure some of it... Yeah, Dandelion. Shadowcat got it right. Dandelion, Wishes Brought to You. That game was... Woof. If I'm saying this game is tedious right now, getting through some of this dialogue, that game is like so many, like 100 times worse. I'm just having a stroke trying to remember that game. It's painful, man. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Yeah, it's the one where the boys turn to cats, and then, no, that is Dandelion, where they turn to cats and bunnies. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. How's it written all over me? You're clearly in a rush this morning. Look at how you're dressed. You're dressed terribly. I'm gonna criticize the way you're dressed now. Your hair is sticking out all over here. Ah. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. You look like shit. My hair's just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. It's all dirty too. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I try to wipe it off with my finger. But no one would even notice that. Of course they would. I have. You look like shit. You should be ashamed of yourself. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. But I don't care, because I'm a piece of shit. Fortunately, I really don't care. Oh, he is, see? He's even admitting it. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Well, that's because you're just trying to show off for us. I mean, that part's intentional, probably. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a... Holy shit! What the hell is going on here? I was like trying to play it up, but the guy actually is a total asshole. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. Wow. I don't know where this came from. Is this like the darkness? Like all of a sudden our character's just a complete asshole? That just came out of nowhere. I started to button her blazer from the bottom. Wow, this is kind of awkward. Once you see how much better it looks, she'll change her mind. Oh. Well now. Look at us creepily trying to button up her blazer in a pretty inappropriate area. That's not awkward looking at all, no. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Don't say that. It'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? No, actually I hate you. I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? Oh, God, no. Are they really gonna do this? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Of course. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore, stupid. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again! Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? Now comes the talk. I really don't know where this game is going. I'm so confused. I really can't wait to see what the twist is gonna be. But it's so stuffy. Yeah. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more after all that. Oh, you can't fool me, game. I know exactly what happened there. They didn't want to have to draw another sprite for the girl, that's what it was. How lazy can you be? We have to maintain a level of trust. It gets worth it. Well, I'll believe you so far. I mean, it's hard to believe so far, but I will take your word for it that it will. I just need to take a second to digest that scene. Yeah, my boobs got bigger! So exciting. It totally doesn't look like, it totally didn't. Totally had a totally different character style for that. It's so much better. It happens so many times in these games though. It's not even worth mentioning anymore. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls it around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, they wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. Yeah, who knew an unbuttoned blazer's magic boyfriend repellent? I guess that's good information for any guys out there, or girls I should say. Hey, if you're a guy that wants to wear a blazer, more power to you, I guess. I guess we're really better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Whatever that means. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. What? You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking this time. Man, it's impossible to tell you something. It totally wasn't a joke. She's playing it off as a joke. Okay, everyone. That's a tagline to this game is Well, what did Demon say? Play what? I missed whatever it was that he said. I have to scroll back up. Was it an actual good game? What the hell? I can't even find Demon's posts. Oh, there they are. This is why you don't watch anime anymore. I didn't know we were playing the second VN I wrote. You need to play them then? I don't know. I thought Demon was saying to play some kind of game, but I guess I misread from Sub's post. So that was a pointless tangent I just went on, for no reason. But hey, it gave my boot... Wow. Maybe not. I was gonna say it gave my brain a chance to reboot, but since I said that wrong, probably not. It hasn't rebooted yet. Or rebooted. Or whatever. Oh boy, this game is messing with my head. The game never really pushes further than the blazer scene as far as loot stuff goes. Well, that's a good thing. That was too much lewdness for me to handle, man. Way too much. Alright, I think my brain's reset now, so I can actually think clearly. Hopefully. So let's see how this goes. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Oh, God, no. Just when I thought I had a chance to get settled down and have to do the poems again. Yay. Daddy Hand, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. We're gonna read poems. Okay. Well, we have a choice. Does this even matter? I forget. Can we save? Yeah, we can save here. Apparently saves don't matter, but we'll see. Should we just skip the poems? I will ask Frog, because I know he's familiar with the game. The poems can be skipped. Okay. Thank the Lord. I'll do a quick reading of them just to see if there's any hints about them. Blah, blah, blah. We're brutal and all that shit. Yeah, we're overreact to things. Oh my god. There's probably a bunch of shit you don't really need to know. It's a Daddy Hand poem. Yes, they're awesome. Yeah, maybe. This is seriously all a bunch of talk about nothing. I'm like quickly skimming it. You might end up getting hurt at some point. Yeah, she's very sensitive, obviously. Then why are we acting like an asshole to her? I don't know why. It's just our character's quirks, I guess. A little bit of both. We can get some clues as to what kind of poem she likes, but really it doesn't seem to matter. It's bittersweet. Alright, so you seem inconsistent. You don't really know what you want. Let me read this quickly to myself, blah, blah. What? I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. This is kind of fucked up. I'm gonna read this part. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams like little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. You know, this shit is cringy enough that I'll actually read this because it's so bad. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts. Thoughts in a bottle, Olmero. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way, if you know what I mean. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Wait, is she an alcoholic? Or am I reading way too much into this? Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging. Scraping and scraping. I blew dust on my bottle caps. Doesn't feel like time lapse. Blah, blah, blah. They're supposed to be my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. Echo, echo, echo inside my head. Well, she does have an empty head. It's not a bad guess. It's wrong, but a good guess. You know what? In my canon, she's an alcoholic. And that's the interpretation I'm taking so far. Holy crap! Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Alcohol makes your boobs bigger. Of course it does. Try talking about a high school girl's poem. Man, this is shit. Pretty much, but I mean, it isn't inaccurate either. Although I did like random reference to like, oh, she has to hit the bottle because of whatever her like friends don't like her, or the fuck that was about. It does sound like she's an alcoholic from that, even if it's not actually the true interpretation of that. I don't know, I'm just mumbling again. Let me just move on from this. I didn't expect you to write this. Monica taught me, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Not exactly. I'm used to being cheerful. Never mind, I'm thinking too hard about it. She was cheerful, but we treated her like an asshole, so now she's depressed. And you're gonna be surprised? Huh. Go figure. The point is it came out good, so you should be proud of yourself. Even helps me understand my feelings a bit. Writing's magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? Hope you keep it up. Yeah. Seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alright. Whatever. Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing. Oh, that's right, because depending on what you pick, it depends on how cheerful they are about your poem. Which doesn't really matter too much. I don't even know whose, like, affinity we're the highest on at this point. Just because your last one, I would be completely pissed. Okay. Let's just see your poem. You've been friends for as long as her, you might be on the same wavelength. It really struck me as her type. Sayori is a type also. So yeah, they're trying to get the two of us together, sounds like. I guess we were closer to her in our last round of poetry than we were with anyone else. I don't get it, I'm supposed to show you my poem. Yes, let's see the poem already.
Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggling, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Of course, her favorite love song was Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. One of her friends start to like spiders too. That's why I'm not friends with her. Doesn't matter if she has her other hobbies. Doesn't matter if she keeps it private. Doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world's better off without spider lovers. I'm not gonna tell everyone. Of course, this is a very, very deep social commentary. The spiders represents, I don't know, some kind of fear of, I have no idea. What strikes fear into this character? Maybe having a natural hair color. I have no clue. I don't know anything about this character. I don't think we really paid much attention to her last time we played either. It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's way too short. I was just warming up.
Well, that was really deep. We have no time for spiders in this life. And if you like anything about spiders, fuck you. Of course, it's about how everyone thinks my... Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It could be about anything. But especially spiders. Yeah, it's very easy to relate to. That's great. Spiders. Okay. That was really deep. Why is she so proud of her hatred for this Amy girl? I have no idea. It's never explained. Spiders. Spiders is the answer to everything. Spiders is symbolic of something, but I have no idea what. You can hit the skip button. The poem's... What? Let me read that again. I probably am reading incorrectly. You can hit the skip button in the poem select. On the poem select? Oh. Oh, we can skip all this shit. I see what you're saying. Well, I kind of want to just go through the dialogue options just so we have them, like, listed as complete. What, hello, daddy hand? Really? I'll skip this shit really quickly. Metaphors go a long way. It's an interesting technique, really interesting, of course. This poem you wrote here, it's gonna be magnificent. Oh, she has the, very fancy handwriting. We're almost done with this anyway. We have one more character. I wonder how many sessions you have of this poem reading. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night. I was slicing bread because I wanted to slice my wrist, but I settled for the bread instead. My attention was caught by the scuttering? Scuffering? What is that word? I guess scuttering? Is that a word? Of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. Or unordinary human. I hate her handwriting. I'm like, oh, it's pretty. And I'm like, oh, it's hard to read. Alright, so she fed the raccoon. The raccoon bit her and gave her rabies. And yeah. It was also a vampire. So that's what happened in my interpretation of that poem. That was awesome. Thank you for that poem. It really clears things up. Thank you. Yeah, different people relate to things in different ways. That was very... It's very. That's all I can really say about that. It's very something. But now it's over. I don't have to think about it ever again. Hi again, Daddy Hand. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. Woohoo. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, I like this one. Makes me think of something Sayori would like. So yeah, we must have been close to Sayori with the options we picked. Maybe good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. I actually can't stand that bitch. Haha. I don't know why. It seems like we're supposed to be. I hate when she does that one pose. It looks so unnatural. Shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? Let's read it. Save me! The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, spanning, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise that won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Speaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Load me. That sounds, Oh well, save me and load me. I just realized. I think she wants us to play her. She's telling you to be a player, pretty much, yeah, Michael. She wants us to play her. Play her nice and often. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? There she goes again. I guess it's just the way I write. Sorry if you don't like it. Nah, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, huh? I kinda like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. Yeah, I think that was some foreshadowing indeed, Frog. And you know, because you already played the game, so. That leads me to think that I'm probably right about this. And that Monica's probably some evil robot. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. All that sine and cosine and other rubbish is probably some kind of like AI or something. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what's about though, plus load me and save me. Haha. Sometimes asking what a poem's about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Remember to save regularly. Let's do it now. Yeah, she's like Mono Me. You never know when you might change your mind. Huh. Oh, when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing or playing the game I'm playing? What am I even talking about? Haha, that's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading the poems. Something extra planned, so if I could come, everyone could come and sit at the front of the room or something like that. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Something for the festival? Is this festival even important? Or could I just skip this too? Listen up embarrassing yourself instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. I'm gonna keep it simple, okay? You don't need more than a few decorations. Alright, so we'll have you decorate, we'll have someone else do the performing. Monica can be the performer, I guess. Because she's like the leader or whatever. Oh, we're each gonna have to read a poem. Nice. Oh, we're approaching the neat bits. Awesome. I realize how much I hate the typical Japanese high school setting. Welcome to me like 2 years ago, whenever the hell I first started playing these visual novels. I got tired of them after like probably less than a year. I liked it when like it was made fun of with games like Magical Diary and that sort of thing. But then I played too many of these games like Fading Hearts, and not that the game I'm about to mention, Dandelion, was about Japanese schoolgirls, but it was kind of the same thing. There's Korean or whatever. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna do stuff with posters. Are you kidding me, Monica? Freaking kidding me. I kind of feel almost like we have too many characters in this game. Like, I feel like these two are kind of redundant. I don't know why we have them. Like, it could just be like one character, because they're pretty much the same character. I didn't set up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I can never in my life do something like that. Okay. Neat bits are coming up soon, but this part seems unimportant. Except for them to recite their poems out loud. You start the event and put on a good performance that will inspire others to do the same. Hey Icy, how's it going on? We're half playing and half reading this game, waiting for it to get good. Essentially, it's the waiting game we're playing right now. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons. Maybe this is supposed to be deep, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do. If all it takes is stay in front of the room for 2 minutes and recite a poem, then I know you can do it. Whatever. Let's do it. I mean, I doubt we're having a choice about this. Alright, finally we're all agreeing to it. It just takes forever. She'll agree to it too. There we go. So predictable. Let's move on to the main event. I want you to choose a poem of yours. Do we actually have to choose a poem? Monica, this is too sudden. Can't recite your poem in front of the club. How do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no, don't worry. If you're sick of the high school theme, try out The Letter. I actually was recommended The Letter, but that was like a year ago. Maybe I'll play it someday. I just remembered that Silent Hills was canceled. That is a very sad thing. I'm sad about that too. I'm sure it would have been a fine game. But, you know, Konami just had to be dicks. Doing what they do best. Monica flips. And you know what's funny? Side tangent, so I can distract myself from the game a little bit. I heard they're finally going forward with the Metal Gear Solid movie. And I just have to think, really? Really? Why now? After they got rid of Kojima? Now they're gonna make the movie? I mean, whatever. I can't really be mad about it anymore, because you know what? I don't really care at this point. It's just been so long. I've lost all passion for it anyway. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The way we fly. Or they fly. She recites her poem. Do you actually see the poem itself? No, we don't. Okay. That was great. What is the point of this? The after image of a crimson eye. We don't even see what the poems are. So this is just like a waste of time. Okay. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins in afterwards. Yuri, the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her. We were caught off guard that we must have forgotten. Exciting. Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I'm next. The My Meadow. Try to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting to yourself in front of the mirror. I understand why this is so tough. We already read our poems to each other. Why did they do this? Oh wow, you're playing Metal Gear Solid 5 right now, Demon? That is awesome. That's a really fun game. Speaking of Metal Gear Solid 5, Mr. Mike Money Gamer, you have some explaining to do, because I expect you to play that game eventually as well. Which means you actually need to finish Metal Gear Solid 4. So everyone in chat, yell at Michael and tell him to finish Metal Gear Solid 4 already. Because it's a shame he's been like spending a year putting it off. Much to my chagrin. Anyway, moving off the game itself. Oh yeah, we're just skipping this because it's pointless. Yes, we didn't even see the poem anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, you need to improve your delivery even though we didn't even hear it. So, that's good. We have a lot of time before the festival. Man. This is like filler of the game, part 2. Sequel to the Fading Heart series. Why are y'all looking at me? It's called Jump. I'm occasionally like reading some of these lines just a little bit to make sure I'm not missing anything that might seem important later on. Make sure to pick up a poem and get enough practice for it. Like, what does that matter? Does have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting all this effort into the club. It makes me really happy. So much so that my dress is about to come up, my skirt or whatever. What is this, Michael? What is it with your urges to abuse power? You're not allowed to abuse power in this chat. That's not allowed. Oh, and Demon, why would you mention that? I don't want to remember Metal Gear Survive. Is it even out yet? I don't even know if it's out yet, but come on, that's gonna be a huge piece of shit. Alright. Resisting the urge to get distracted about other topics while I'm playing this game. Alright, everyone, that was great. And the festival's coming up. Let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's working out really nicely so far. We'll finish playing tomorrow. Monday's the big day. Well, I have a feeling that this festival's not going to go as we plan it to. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best. And impressing Monica. Way to go, Sayori.
Yep.
Oh, happiness is reflected in upskirt levels. Of course it is. Yes. I forgot about that fact of anime. I mean, true, I have to say, I am just kind of talking shit about it, mostly because I hate the shit out of Konami. It may not be the worst thing in the world, but to be honest, I don't really care about those games anyway. It might work for people that are into that, though. It's kind of adorable, isn't it?
Jeez, guys, don't make a big deal out of it.
Or we're gonna make a big deal out of it anyway, because that's what we do. We're back home with Sayori. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. Really? What has changed since the beginning of this game? I don't feel like anything's changed. Mike, get your fat ass up and finish Metal Gear Solid 4. Yes, how dare you, Mike. This is a requirement of life. Everyone needs to finish Metal Gear Solid 4. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. And no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean, you like it when I fumble around as I touch your blazer in inappropriate places? As I try to button it up for you? Is that what you like, Sayori? So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. If Yuri asked me to walk home with her? I don't know. I don't particularly care for Yuri. We'll do a save here just in case. I'd probably go home with you still. I don't really care too much for Sayori. I mean, not Sayori, for Yuri. I don't really know much about her, other than she's really emo. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Daddy Hand. You think about me so much sometimes, or too much. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... What? Deserve what? My attention? My affections? Why would you say that? That's so random. Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? Why are we so like, oh, it's never going to happen? She would never possibly want to go out with us. And the conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care about so much. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then why do we talk shit to her? Why do we like call her trash and like make fun of her appearances? That makes no sense. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. This character's not consistent at all. Who knows what will happen in that time? I wonder if it's a result of the decisions we picked so far. I have to wonder, like maybe because we picked certain decisions we were rude to her when we didn't need to be? I don't know. I guess we'll try to go with the Yuri options. No, not the Yuri on Ice options. The Yuri the character options. So, I don't know, what's she into? Heart? Yeah. Was she pure or was it the other girl that's pure? I think she was pure. Oh, no, it was her. Damn it! I screwed it up. Pure Giggle? Oh, no, that's her too. That's because they're the same character. God damn it, they're not like... She's Sadness. Heaven Sent is so... She liked Milk last time? Oh, god damn it. Milk is the wrong option. It's Kawaii. Kawaii. I should have known. God damn it, we're gonna end up with this girl instead. I don't even know anything about her. There, excitement. We got that at least. Tragedy. Destiny. I know it's my destiny. Pokemon, man. Need to be more kawaii. Or however you pronounce that. Who's more jumpy? I guess it's her. Oh, no, god damn it. This is hopeless. It really is. Oh god, I picked two at the same time, but it actually worked out. Clouds. You know, I'm just... Fuck it. I don't know. I'm giving up. Marriage. Determination.
Dazzle. Vivid.
Whatever. We're not gonna get the good ending anyway.
Ah, man. I'm the last one here again.
Don't worry, I just walked into you. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah, You must have a lot of determination. Haha, get it? Starting this club and now picking up the piano. Well, maybe not determination. Maybe more like determination. But I guess passion. You know, the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. Did we still win over Sayori anyway? I don't know if we did or not. We'll see, I guess. So you're probably willing to help out? Okay, let's skip this stuff. We don't even have a girl in this conversation, so... Whatever. When is she gonna show up? You of all people, it's right in your name, Monica. Alright, they're just talking shit again. Where's Sayori? Sayori's sitting at the desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spaced out again. Don't mind me. Talk to everyone else. Whoa. She's depressed. Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Hey Cerise, how's it going? Nice seeing you here. You won't touch this insanity with a 10-foot pole, really? I'm still waiting to see what the insanity is going to be in this game. I have no idea what I'm in store for. Oh, what do we have? You had a Russian ad bot in the chat? That is awesome. I didn't see what it was, but I'm sure it was something awesome. Well, alright. If you say so. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festivals, they must be spending a lot of time together. Alright, well now we're back to talking to her and I don't really care. Oh wait, she's the weird one. Maybe I should pay attention. Maybe really too much into it, but she seems a bit downcast. Well, that's obvious. I can't say no to anything about her. Maybe there's something off about her. Well, I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Daddy Hand. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, your friend put you off of it, so you're a bit like, I'd rather not. I'm in for a ride, though. Well, I guess I'll see how it is. Whenever this is all over, I'll give my thoughts on this one, I'm sure. I'm already a bit like, eh, but people keep on promising I'm gonna like the twist, so I'll see how it goes. Zoe talked to me about something that bothered her, but this time when I asked her, she's really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem, I just want to ask you if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. About the well-being of my club members. That's right, she's the president. She's a hard time bringing up with the person of interest. Oh. Well, yeah, it's probably about us, most likely. I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Daddy Hands. Me? Make sure you stop right before the twist. Okay. Yeah, I'll make sure I end the episode right before the twist. I got it. Then talk for an hour and end the stream. Yes, I will, of course. That's the only natural thing to do, of course. That's how all my episodes will end. Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Alright, we get it. We know she's into us. That was obvious from the get-go. You're so funny, Daddy Hand. Blah, blah, blah. My god. Thank you for telling me what I already knew. I love when my character is dense and I really have to go through all of this just to get to whatever it's going to be. Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. Oh. I don't know what I'm doing. Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? This isn't the time. Right, we're gonna do the poems again, aren't we? Yeah, Sayori's depressed. Are we gonna talk about Sayori being depressed to absolutely everyone in this room before we actually get to, like, finding out what she's depressed about? This is so silly. Should we trust her a little bit more? Yeah, we should. And we also shouldn't talk shit about her appearances, because that's definitely rude, and not something you want to do to a girl you care about. Good god, this conversation is really about nothing. I swear, if you have another conversation about how Sayori is depressed, which we already know, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Why don't we share our poems now? Oh, thank god. Sharing poems time. Alright. I want to see what Sayori wrote about, because she's probably something depressed. Maybe I'll give some insight into her. Little surprise. You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Oh, wait. Of course I do. But doesn't mean I need to try hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. Oh, here we go. We're getting into it now. I know you have some time. I know you have to sometimes put up with me. And I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori. No! Daddy Hand, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori. I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori. I probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Daddy Hand. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm so sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori. So Monica wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I could say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. Oh, that was some kind of progress. Not sure what, but some kind. The twist is that there's no twist, so you just end up punking try. If that's really going to be the twist of this game, people just like tricked me into playing another freaking Feeding Heart / Dandelion, then I would say, well played to you guys in chat. That is definitely a well-crafted troll. Alright, let's see. I'm probably going to skip most of this, because, you know, I don't really give two shits about you, Natsuki. I don't know jack shit about you. You seem like the same character as Sayori, except you don't really have the emotional depth of her, from what I can tell. More just the silly side. I'll be your beach. Is that supposed to be a joke? Probably. Mine's so full of troubles and fears that diminish your wonders over the years, but today I had a special place, a beach for us to go. No. If you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Okay. Oh no, the stream died for a moment? No, how could they? How could you, YouTube, letting the stream die? Is it back now, though? I do indeed see dropped frames, which indicates something happened, but it should be back now. Hopefully. The stream killed itself for a second because it was depressed. Of course. You You couldn't hear the sexy voice. Well, I wasn't even reading the poem out loud. I just read it to myself. Okay, the beach is awesome. Yes, it is. That's great. So, yes, beaches. They're a thing of glory. I'm glad we experienced that. Maybe these characters would have more depth if we got to know them, but I find them rather off-putting. Especially her. She's so emo. So emo and goth. She just, like, exudes a depressed presence whenever I'm near her. Also, she has a really weird pose. Yeah, and you're right. She's the one that other girl was upset, like, she was worried that we'd go off with. She's probably the one that I'm least interested in, which is pretty funny. Let's see. You don't need to get to know them very well. I guess it doesn't matter. I wonder what the twist is going to be then, because that was just going to be like something really dark and depressing happens to them. But if I don't care about the characters, then I guess it doesn't really matter. I like Hanako from Katawa Shoujo. She's better. Yeah, I remember Hanako from Katawa Shoujo. Girl with the burns. That's right. I forget a lot about what happened in that game because it's so long ago. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Do you want to share your poem now? Yeah, here we go. Oh, it's more stuff about salty airs, about the sea again? Yeah, it's another thing about a beach. Okay. People like beaches in this game. Are we near the beach? Yeah, Natsuki had a poem about a beach, so you must have just ripped her off. Alright, last time Monica had the most interesting poem, so we'll see if it happens again. Hi, Daddy Hands. What do you thought about the festival? Well, I don't really care. I just want to see what your poem is. It's pretty good. Well, once again, it is a lot about Sayori, or a lot of stuff is relevant to Sayori, or whatever. I just want to see your poem. Just get to it. Let's see. The lady who knows everything. An old lady... An old lady, yes. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders the earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer. All meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am. A feather. Oh no, is she related to Feather from Soul Set? Maybe. Lost adrift the sky. Victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall. And I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look into her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything, knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I found every answer, all of which amounts to nothing. There's no meaning, there's no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legends do not exist. And with a breath, she blows... Sorry. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. I'm sure this is probably some more foreshadowing, maybe, but I'm not sure exactly what this time. That she's an all-powerful lady that knows everything, I guess. So, like a god, I guess? Or a goddess? I don't know. Some more symbolism than foreshadowing? Okay. I'll buy it. You know. Yeah, it was very philosophical. Whatever. Thanks for the writing tip of the day, Monica. I'm sure I'll incorporate that into my writing. I'm sure it'll go a long way. If only I read what it was. Yeah, I kind of was gonna read that wrong for a second, but luckily I didn't. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing the poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second, it's just me to see something strange right now. You sound a bit unusual. Did she? What'd she say? We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out something strange just now? Huh? whatever. I forget what the catchphrase was. Is that what it was, really? I don't have a catchphrase. Everyone's getting so moody here. The only difference is that Sayori isn't here. Oh, that's right. Sayori went home. I keep on getting more distracted by chat than I am in like whatever they're saying in the game. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. Are we already going to talk about sweets and cupcakes again? Does it really matter? I'm useless. No, you're not useless. You're powerful and all that stuff. Jazz. Your life has meaning. Don't give up. Good God, are we really still talking about the decorations and the baking for this freaking festival? He hasn't gotten the chance to spend any time with me. Oh, hey. Well, hey now. He hasn't gotten any chance. Jesus, I can't speak. He hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. So I'm sure he's interested in. You literally just said. I'm surprised as well. Also, as she's talking about how we haven't spent any time with her, she's like, obviously projecting something forward. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Why is everyone obsessed with us in this game? It's so silly. The funny thing is our character's pretty... What? Oh. Now we get to pick who we're going with. Well, I guess we'll have a good old-fashioned vote-off. So, which character should we go with? I'm guessing it's probably not going to matter too much, but hey. We could go with Monica since she's clearly the important one in all this. Yuri scene is cool. Monica's the best girl, of course. And Sayori is, you know, of course the one we're loyal to. The one who we're least attached to is Natsuki. I know so little about. Soy sauce. It's a great name. Yeah, Sayori or Monica, that's where I was kind of leaning towards myself. Let's limit it down to two of them. Let's say Sayori or Monica. If it's between those two, what do people want to go with? Just to make the vote a little bit easier. Since I'm probably not going to go with either Natsuki or Yuri. Sayori. Looks like Sayori. Okay. In that case, most people want to go Sayori then. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors and... But Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez. Do you really hit us that much? Or it might have been I wasn't really paying attention to what they were saying, but... Details. No? Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Oh, okay, so never mind. Our choice doesn't matter. Sorry, chat. Your opinion doesn't count. So we could go with Monica, I guess. Or we could go with Yuri, since Frog thought she was pretty cool. Alright, redo the vote. It's only 3 choices now. Monica. Natsuki just to be random. You can stay awake longer? Well, that's good stuff. I'm glad you can stay awake longer. Oh god, you actually remember? Wait, that sounds really weird. You actually, remember Shadowcat. I might try playing that again at some point. I don't think there's really much to play. If I remember, we got, like, stumped on one of the puzzles, didn't we? I don't actually remember what happened. Those puzzles were kind of annoying to solve in that game, but I could try it again. Alright, I think we're gonna go with Monica. Some people are saying Natsuki because it'd be random. but I think Monica wins. It's hard to count him. Well, I guess we'll help Monica. Yeah, you picked me. And also because I am kind of interested in seeing what Monica is like. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Oh, God. Are we gonna have to pick another one anyway? Just make a decision for the club. This music is making me want to skip this entire thing right now. This music is triggering me. What the fuck is this song? I don't remember what happened. Remember. It's a game I can't remember. Yeah. It was, Remember was the game where you were, like, being held hostage. It's basically Saw, if I remember correctly. It's completely false, Monica. Okay. Well, I'm glad we spent a lot of time talking about that. So, guys, ladies and gentlemen, once again, this time with feeling. Is there only one we could have picked, and is it Yuri? Alright, let's see. Yuri, Natsuki, Natsuki, not Tsuki, so does that mean Yuri? Or is that a troll vote for Natsuki? Alright, I think Natsuki's winning. So, pick Monica again, yeah. Oh, I can't. Alright, I guess we're picking Natsuki. It seems to be the popular sentiment. I'm not sure why. Maybe we'll finally find out what Natsuki's all about. I swear, if Natsuki is gonna be like, oh, you can't go with us either. Oh my god. Are we picking again? Because it looked like we were going to be picking again, but I just kept skipping because I thought we were going to get to another choice. Or so-called choice. What's going on here? I swear to God, I really thought they were going to make us pick Yuri. Like there was no other choice. Alright, well, whatever. Ah, where are you going? Still need to figure out plans for the weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me. Oh, that's true. Oops, it slipped my mind. Alright, we got a number from a girl. Ooh, a scandalous. You're coming to my house? Well, yeah, what's wrong with that? I mean, we have to go somewhere. My dad would kill me. It's kind of strict if you ask me. Alright, sounds good to me. I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. I like how we had so much conversation about getting back, like, meeting. It doesn't make any sense. We're gonna have a whole conversation about how we have to get into contact with each other to have another meeting. Like, just talk about whatever you want to talk about instead of having this. Whatever. We are all edgelords now. That's what the internet does to us. I don't know the context of whatever we're talking about, because I was trying to focus on that for once. Can't believe this. Natsuki's coming to my house on Sunday. Blah, blah, blah. Even though I would prefer to do this to Sayori. Sorry. Oh, good God. Can we just do it? Instead of talking about it, can we just do whatever it is? That's the problem with so many of these games. You spend so much time talking about, like, the lead up to something, but you never really get around to doing whatever the fuck it is you're actually supposed to be doing. So I visit Sayori. Oh, we're actually going to Sayori's house first. Okay, that's going to be kind of cool, I guess. Again, we used to play so often we made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we're family. There's no locks on their doors. The house is quiet. So there isn't anywhere in the first floor, so assume it's up in her room. It's already strange for her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her room when I finally find her. Sayori. Hi. What the fuck? Nice udders. What the hell? And a weird bird. You have a really weird room, Sayori. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I'm being a salty boy. Only the saltiest of boys, of course. guess you're right. It's been a long, long time. Now it's really changed, has it? Her room's always... It's not really that messy. Come on. Well, alright. Fair enough, it is messy. I just noticed under the text box you have the piece of paper on the floor. Other random papers. Okay, it's fairly messy, but I've seen worse. Oh, she would have cleaned it up for us. Or we would have cleaned it for her. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but... How'd you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided the last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan a meetup or anything. So it's just me and Natsuki then. Yeah, I think that's foreshadowing. Just maybe. Quick, try to kill her. How would I kill her? I don't even have a weapon. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So? Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Daddy Hand. Eh? Bad touch, Daddy Hand. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings. God, this really is just like Fading Hearts. Like how the girl expresses her feelings towards you, and then she feels bad about it the whole time afterwards. If I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is my punishment, right? What? Why is this a punishment, the fact that I came to your room? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. Wow. It just wants to torture me. You can't see what I'm doing, but I just have my hands raised up in the air like, what the fuck? Why are these characters so weird? Like, our character randomly acts like a dick towards her one moment. Now he's trying to get all sweet on her. Now she's like, oh god, I'm being tortured by you being here. Okay. Sure, whatever. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something has happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Ah. Aha. Sayori gives me an empty smile. This is when I need face cam. I guess so. You really put me in a trap, Daddy Hand. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You've always been like this? You're like a teenage girl. Come on. You're constantly changing, growing up, forming your personality, becoming the person you're going to be. Like, I think that's just so silly. Like, in these games, we have these, teenage protagonists, oh, I've always been like this. This is how I'm always going to be. It's just not, she's 15. It's not a phase, Mom. Of course not. You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Daddy Hand? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Oh. Well. Okay. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. Is this game gonna get suddenly really serious about depression? What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy in carrying the weights by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. That's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. Yeah, this suddenly got very serious, didn't it? I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about it? Why, Sayori? Sayori, do you post on 4chan too? Eh? Why is that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little bit better for you, instead of making fun of your appearances and calling you trash because you had toothpaste on your collar and trying to button up your blazer because I didn't want to stare at your breasts and all that stuff. I would have done the opposite all those years. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You understand it all, Daddy Hand? Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, you wouldn't have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things like reading poems and making cupcakes and planning for parties. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. I know, I like how we never really addressed why she's depressed. She's just depressed. Like, there's no underlying cause at all whatsoever. Guess not. She just is, even though that's totally not how her character was just an hour ago in the game. It just like suddenly popped up, all of a sudden she's depressed. Alright, I guess she's depressed. It also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I want so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. I mean, that's a fair enough reason that we did talk shit to her. I don't know if it would call us depression. It'd be more like, oh, fuck. Be more like, why am I friends with this guy? Oh, that's horrible. Is she Robin Williams? That's horrible, AJ writes. Damn, you went there. Depression doesn't need a reason. Well, I suppose not in real life, but in a game, I would kind of appreciate some kind of reason behind why what's going on, especially when her character, just like an hour or two ago, was like completely fine and chirpy, and then all of a sudden, instant depression just because we talked shit about her. I mean, it seems pretty clearly, or at least clear to me, that it's linked to our character, but what do I know? I guess we'll find out. But I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why. Yeah, the attempts to button her blazer probably caused it, if I'm being completely honest. That might be reason enough right there. So, you know, explanation. You have it. So I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you to stop hurting. That's what I'll do. No, Daddy Hand. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. Like what? What do you mean always was? But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulder. And suddenly pulled her into a tight embrace. Ah, Daddy Hand. Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Daddy Hand. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Oh, she wasn't. Okay. Despite my arms being wrapped around Sayori, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Daddy Hand, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want for her is to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Daddy Hand. This is all ruined by the Daddy Hand. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. If she does, I'll let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, how would you like to spend my time with you? That's what I want, I promise. I think that'd be nice then. Yeah, Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all the days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It'd be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that'd be a good idea for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. And then we never saw her again. I know it's supposed to be like a really serious scene, but I honestly feel like that just came out of nowhere. It didn't really feel like an earned scene. Because the whole game's been about like pretty much nothing so far, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I have depression. And we have a super serious scene now. Like, okay, but really, the rest of the game up to it didn't really seem to be... I don't know. It just seemed like sudden plot out of nowhere. But we'll see. Just hopefully there's more of a twist than just that being sun depression. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over. I don't even really mean to be snarky about it, it's just... It just feels out of nowhere to me. Yeah, exactly. I agree with Demon Chan. When they pulled dark shit out of nowhere, that was the twist. That was the twist? Seriously? The twist is that she's depressed. Wow. Okay, well. We'll see where it goes, I guess. Oh, that wasn't the twist? At all. Oh, it wasn't. Okay. I guess I meant to say that wasn't the twist. God damn it, Ayumi, you typed it wrong first. You said that was the twist, and then I was like, oh, that was the twist? Okay. I was gonna say, if that was the twist, that was really weak. But yeah, I mean, to me, that scene just felt like it came out of nowhere, and that the rest of the game wasn't really leading up to anything. It's just all of a sudden, the writers decided we need to have some kind of drama in this, so the girl's depressed. Why? Don't ask. There's no reason. She just is. And there's nothing you can do. Okay. Let's continue with the game and see if we can get to the actual twist, shall we? I shouldn't be worrying too much, but we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. You could have fooled me and I would have been super surprised. I probably would have. That would have been funny. And I probably would have kept playing until I got to the end. Where I would have assumed the end was close and I would have kept playing anyway. So that would have been kind of funny if that did happen. I spent only a few minutes back at the home, anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I opened the front door and let her in. Sup? Wow, seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Alright, I feel like this scene's not gonna matter too much, unless this suddenly gets serious too. So you brought a lot of stuff. Baking supplies. Are we gonna cook cupcakes? Is that really it? I didn't see what we were talking about when we were making the preparations for this. Could it be that she's actually different outside of school? Oh, jeez, go figure. This is a new scene, really? Well, I mean, obviously it's new to me, but it's new to Frog, is what I mean to say. I guess you do get different scenes depending on your affinity with different characters. So that's kind of cool, I guess. Anyway, let's make the cupcakes together. I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy. I carried it all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. It's a weird way of putting it. Hey. Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being so small? Yeah? It's not like I hate that. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. There's a little... Yeah, that's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey, now you're treating me like a kid. I'm just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri, doesn't mean you should treat me like that. Whoa. I didn't know it was a... She had a sexy figure. She didn't look that special to me. Is this a visual novel or a dating sim? It's a visual novel? Maybe dating sim elements, I'm not really sure. Supposedly there's a lot to this game, but we have yet to see that. Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki, forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. Eh? I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. What? Okay. I can't believe, like, after we just had the last scene with the depressed girl, now suddenly we're having this, like, lighthearted scene with just talking about this girl's figure. Yeah, there's a lot of guys, especially older, creepy guys that are into tiny girls that look like they're 6. I mean, there's a ton of them. Just go to Hollywood, man. Oh, man, too soon. Anyway, how would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. I've been reading the news. Gross. Hey, was that me? Was that to me? Oh, who else? Man. Let's just get started already. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. Join the Disney Channel, of course. I finally found your weakness, Daddy Hand. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Oh, God. I just saw something funny, but I'm not going to say because it's too bad. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. Yeah. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we get started. I guess I'll just say it, whatever, fuck it. I was gonna say, the actual twist of this game is that we're actually playing as Harvey Weinstein the entire time. That's the dark twist of this game. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki's babysitting all my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Daddy Hand, where do you put the food coloring? She suddenly turns into a solid snake. The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. That's because you don't read the news, Michael, or watch anything about the news. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Ah, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? Ah, you're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so... Come on, you're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki's trying to get out of me. Trying to get cupcakes out of us, of course. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food color in each one. Man, now we're just gonna be talking about a whole bunch of different pedophiles in the chat I see. Talking about Dana hold them tighter because she's a fighter Schneider. I don't actually know who that is. Someone on Nickelodeon, I guess. Who else can we talk about? Jared Fogle. I don't know. So many. The names just never stop these days. She does look pretty cool. Did I pronounce bowls as bowels? Did I? I wasn't paying attention. I'm half distracted, so I probably would have. I wouldn't put it past me. That does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. This chat needs to find Jesus. Yes, we really do. We all need to go in search of Jesus. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes light up. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? Our cool Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes, and we're really talking about cupcakes. There's so much more interesting stuff being talked about in chat right now. I can barely pay attention to this. Yes, we're making cupcakes. Making cupcakes is very fun. Use mixers and coloring and all that stuff. Yeah, that's great. Whoa, what's going on? We start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you. Did we just try to make a wrong move? We're getting assaulted now because we try to touch her inappropriately, I guess. I don't know. I push harder, just enough for my finger. I don't know. I was half paying attention. That just sounds so perverted in my mind. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with... Oh, this is so wrong. This is so wrong. I triumphantly scoop some with my fingers just as Natsuki tugs with all her mights. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross. You got it on my face! And whose fault is that? There's a big blob of icy on Natsuki's cheek. Oh, man. Just because we had to be talking about that shit in chat. Yeah, it's too big I couldn't hold it. Cappy 2017. She tries to reach you with her tongue, but it's too far. Come on, the writers had to do this on purpose. This is meant to be a fucked up scene right now. It's not just me. Really. Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger towards my face. Oh no. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. I think we need an adult for this. This is sounding very inappropriate. Oh my god. Stop. This is getting very inappropriate. Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross, Harvey. You know I didn't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like this. Yes, I did say Harvey. That is the new twist of this game. That's what's going on here. I mean, the fucking tone of the game. You see what I mean, guys? Like, the whole game up to that last part with the other girl, Sayori. Completely lighthearted, nothing's going on, we're fucking around for 2 hours. Then, all of a sudden, we have this completely depressing scene with Sayori. Comes out of nowhere, there's no lead up to it. Then that sudden, all of a sudden we have this scene with Natsuki. There's like, the tone of this game is just jumping all over the place. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. Wow, that is fucked up. What? You ate your own icing? Did you seriously just... Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Kids, if an adult ever does this to you, make sure to tell a parent or a guardian or police officer or whatever. This is not looking good. Her face is entirely red. This is definitely Game of the Year. This reminds me of, this reminds me when Chris and I were playing that fucking, one Christine Love game. What was it? The one where you had the teacher making the moves on the student? God, does anyone remember the name of that game? It was a co-op thing I did with Chris Tenarium, where you're playing as a teacher and then you were like having a relationship with one of your students. It was really fucked up. And I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, a child care worker, anyone who's a mandated reporter, your teacher, yeah, whatever. Yeah, that awful game. I don't remember what it was called though. We probably played it like 2 years ago or whatever. It was so bad. It was so fucked up. Cause like you were playing as a teacher, you were having a relationship with your student. It was like, what? Like, why'd they put this in a game? I mean, this game hasn't gone there yet. Yeah, that is it. It's don't worry, babe. It just ain't your story. That game. I forget where we had that video. It's either on my channel or maybe it's on Chris's channel. You guys should watch that. That is a fucked up game. Persona 5, at least it was discouraged. Persona 5, that was like a bad thing. It was like, oh yeah, a student is being molested by her teacher. and you were to stop it. In that game, you played as the teacher who was having a relationship with the student. That is quite worse. It was really fucked up. Anyway, oh, well, I guess that is true. In Persona 5, you have the relationship with the teacher, but you're playing as the student having the relationship with the teacher. So it's kind of different. It's kind of extra weird that you're playing as the teacher having the relationship with the student. That makes it really weird. Anyway, let's continue with this scene here. This is really something. You really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls, unless you really like them, you know? And even then, you should probably ask for their consent first. Just maybe. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me, just like that? How did the mood turn up this quickly? I don't know. It's a story. Natsuki gazed at me in silence. I noticed her shallow breaths. That's totally what I read the first time. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Eh? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. What? Natsuki reaches over to the oven. Oh, he burned the cupcakes. God damn it. I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in there, dummy. How can you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. That was really just out of nowhere. Like the other scene, but the moment's already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcakes trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. Ah, that smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look. She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. Out of these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. Alright, this one's just about... We're just going out cupcakes for another half hour. Let's just skip this shit. Literature-style cupcakes, that's great. How about we trade the option to date our teacher to have the option to date Yusuke? That would be something, I guess. A lot of people wanted to see that as an option. The suave Yusuke, of course. You haven't getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're at school, nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well... Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Eh? Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. I don't remember reading the cupcakes and we got distracted. Enough about cupcakes. I read more about cupcakes than I really want to. I think I've read more about cupcakes than it would take to actually make cupcakes. My dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sayori would eat 10 cupcakes. I was hoping we had time for some manga, but I need to go home for dinner. Alright, that's a shame. Too bad the scene's over. Alright, go ahead. Leave already. Sayori does listen to me, but at this point it felt like she doesn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. What? Hold on a second, I have to read that again. What is he talking about? If you and Sayori each carry some, they could probably do it in one trip. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah, we actually do have some continuity with the scene we had earlier. I'm actually surprised we had that. Excuse me. Just like that, Natsuki's already about to leave. Oh, I thought she left already. Natsuki, just go already. I'm done with the scene. We said before about not always having this chance. Doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. Show me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime to my place. And I could pin you up against the wall again, just like we did before. I think that if possible, I'd like to spend some more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere. Do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend some time with you. I thought you only cared about getting this done. Oh, good God. Yes, we get it. We can spend time with her. Why are we getting close to her? I didn't even want to. I had no option in this. Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki! Standing itches for me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at my sides of my shirt, as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me. I felt it. You felt what, Natsuki? Because you weren't supposed to feel that. For a while now. Ah! Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Eh? Ah! Oh, awkward. Hi, Daddy and... Sayori! Just now, we weren't! It's okay, Daddy Hand. I just stopped by to say hi. Ah. Well. Should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried to stay in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. Oh, she saw that too, huh? It makes me really happy that you made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Daddy Hand? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Daddy Hand. So remember that one My Chemical Romance album? I guess, which one? Sayori's about to join the Black Parade. Yes, that's what it was. It's true, Daddy Hand. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica. Monica's right about what? Sayori! What I said before is true. I'm not gonna let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't a burden your mind's been making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that makes me happy. Something I wouldn't trade for anything else. Excuse me. I'm gonna get some water in just a second, but let me read the chat for a second. Am I gonna stop the stream before the festival starts? I'm probably gonna try to go a bit further. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how long the festival will be. How is she depressed? I'm not really too sure. It wasn't really explained. Did I not pick up on that? On what before? I might have missed something. I've been like half paying attention to some of this stuff, so I might have missed something before. Oh, she was looking through the window? No, I didn't see that. I missed that. Yeah. I'll be back in just a second. I'm just gonna get a drink for myself. Oh, that bit about Monica? Yeah, I was gonna say something about that later, but I was gonna wait for this one conversation to be over. Yeah, I was gonna say, I guess I'll just talk about it now since it's been brought up. Monica seems to have been influencing her to feel shitty about herself. And I'm not really sure why, but that seems to be a thing, because it was mentioned, I think, in the other conversation we had with her too, before, when we went to her room. She had mentioned that she knew that we were teaming up with, I forgot the other girl's name, but the pink-haired chick. And she said that Monica told her about that. So Monica's been, like, saying a lot of stuff to her and trying to influence her throughout this for reasons unknown, but I'm getting a feeling of where this is heading. Basically, from what I've seen so far, if I had to make a guess as to what's going on in this game and what the twist might be, Monica's basically a really shitty person, and I think she's screwing with all these people in this group. It's like Mean Girls or something, like she's trying to play them off against one each other. Maybe. But I guess we'll see. Yeah, should we really go finish dinner prep now? Yeah, it's probably late for you, huh, Elizabeth? Well, I mean, late for dinner anyway. So yeah, you do that. Anyway, I'll continue the game a bit longer. We'll see how this goes. See if it takes an entire lifetime. I'm gonna be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. Wow, that sounds really, sounds like you're euthanizing a dog. But Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Daddy Hand. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori, it's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. Yeah, because after all, and even going back a little bit further, to when we were first grouping up with people, it was Monica, right, who said, oh, I'll group up with Sayori. But then she didn't even really see her today, did she? She just talked with her online. Monica's like a Junko type character? Junko? Maybe. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking, at least from the bits I paid attention to. Daddy Hand, I like you so much that I want to die. And the way Monica's talking to her, I'm guessing that behind her back, she's saying like, oh yeah, you know that Daddy Hand, he's really into like these other girls instead. Like, he really wants to be with, I keep on forgetting the girl's name. Does it say somewhere? Say in the history? No. It's too long ago. The other girl, the pink-haired girl. Anyway. So he's telling, or she, Monica, is telling Sayori that we want to be with Yuri or Natsuki. Yes, one of those ones. And that's kind of the problem here. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want to hurt you anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? You still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm gonna give to you. Oh. Well, damn. You can escalate things quickly here. Alright, so I'll have another vote here. If you guys want, you could vote for I love you, which will definitely escalate things quickly. Or you'll always be my friend, which will probably also escalate things quickly if I had to guess. Yeah, if I had to say, it seems like I love you would be the choice. I'm gonna say it. Everyone's voting for it. How could we not at this point? I love you. Eh? Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you're the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I'll know we'll both be happy. Daddy Hand. Aww. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arm around me. Daddy Hand. Is this really okay? Yeah. I held Sayori in my arms and pulled her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. Where are these clouds in the background? It looks like an arrow going through two targets. Like Cupid's bow or something, I don't know. I love you, Daddy Hand. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori. I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now? Why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Daddy Hand. It's okay, Sayori. Yes, the character's name is Daddy Hand. That is the unofficial official default name for the character. I think what happened was someone wanted us to be called Daddy, and then someone wanted us to be called Hand, so they just combined the two into Daddy Hand. If I remember correctly. We named the character on the last stream we did of this, which was probably like a month ago or whatever at this point. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay. I trust you. Yeah, take it one day at a time, Sayori. That's all you can do. Sayori and I slowly release each other. I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple, I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Daddy Hand? Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Yeah? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. I feel like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah. I do. We do? That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me. I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should do something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to make a happy future with her. It's the last day. It is the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I mean, it does sound a little bit weird with the way he said things like, oh yes, I do know what's best for you. That does sound like almost something abusive. I guess he's trying to be sweet, but it just comes off kind of weird. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Freaking cupcakes, man. Freaking cupcakes. Natsuki's already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funny enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about this event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I could spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Daddy Hand. You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Sayori would be here by now. Monica's placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared. That's all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submit it to. Yeah, I'm reading the chat. It seems fairly obvious what might have just happened. Or most likely just happened. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days as important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone and wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Daddy Hand. I mean, especially after you exchanged with her yesterday. Kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? How do you know about our exchange yesterday? Yeah, especially after your exchange yesterday. Well, this seems rather suspicious. Exchange. Monica, you know about that. Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing up with anyone. She didn't. Geez, you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Yeah, this is not good. This is not good at all. Eh? Monika's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt it chilled down my spine after hearing that. Yeah, she is the evil mastermind. Hey, do you want to check out some pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously, especially the lack of music. Just makes it all the creepier. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed. Alright, what's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Shit. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished, it just stops moving. Alright, this is fucked up. I think that... What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Daddy hand? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so... I'm tempted to explain what I think is happening, but I want to see what happens, so... I'll talk about it in just a second. Well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Maka calls that out after me, wow. I quicken my pace. You want me to tell you now? Alright, I guess I'll tell you guys now before we see what's about to happen. I think what's gonna happen is we're gonna go to Sayori's house. That's pretty obvious, and it's pretty clear, I think, what we're gonna walk in on. It's gonna be Sayori hanging from a noose. But what I think the twist is, it's gonna be Monica that actually has done it. She is some omnipotent force that actually knows what's going on, even without us telling her. And she actually murdered Sayori because she was gonna tell us? Or something? I think she was gonna tell us eventually what was going on with Monica, because she was kind of alluding to that a little bit in the last conversation. So that's what I think we're gonna see. I guess I'll go forward. There's more to it than that, but we'll see. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal, at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Yeah, now we need to take an hour to talk about it, and then we'll end the stream before we see what actually happens. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they have always been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? Okay, let me take a break here. Hold on a second, folks. Just gonna take my little drink. Should I click the enter button? Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's dead. She has to be. I think Monica's the one responsible because she is the one that's been referenced several times, knowing things that she's not supposed to know. She really is a heavy sleeper. Nah, she's super alive. Of course she is. I swallow. Can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Doesn't she have parents? Like, how did we just get into her house like that? That's really something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy! There's no response. Yeah, parents don't exist in visual novels and anime. I'm so silly for thinking that. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this, but... Isn't this kind of a breach of privacy? She really leaves me no other choice. I gently open the door. Whoa. That made me jump a little bit because I was still reading the text. And then it, yeah, it's like Danganronpa. Oh my god! It is. There's really like a kind of Danganronpa theme to it. Look at that. Oh shit. Rempi has crashed in the background. Yeah, you know, I was gonna say that line that fucking Monica said, you kind of left her hanging this morning. I like stopped on that, and I'm like, shit, she's gonna be dead and hanging from like a ceiling somewhere. That was like the line that first tipped me off. That and how she was like, oh yeah, that exchange you had. She shouldn't have known about that. That was so weird. Oh, that's right. Frog mentioned the last time I streamed this, I should check the traceback file. Okay, let me see if I can find that. I actually had the game folder open because I remember you mentioned that last time. Where do I find that again? Is this in the game folder? Wow, the music's creepy. A little singing. What do we have here? There we go, Doki Doki Literature Club. What do we have? Characters, DLC, not DLC, DDLC. Oh, it's down here. Whoa, this is weird. Whoa, what the hell? Alright, you guys can't see this, but, you know what? I'm gonna post this in the chat, because this is really freaky. This is really freaky shit. I got this error message inside of this file. Some of this I'm not gonna post because it's like my computer information, but I could probably post this. Oh no, YouTube is like, oh, it's too much to post in chat. Anyway, I'll read it out loud. I'm sorry, but I caught an uncaught exception occurred, or running the game, blah blah blah, and just a bunch of like nonsense. Then it says restart top context. Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec, I could probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Ha, well, here goes nothing. And then there's a bunch of stuff about files. And at the bottom, kind of the same thing. Yeah, so they deleted her existence, I guess. That's kind of funny. That's really weird. Yeah, is this a good ending? I don't think so. That is weird. They could date the other girls now, I guess so. The song playing is called Sayonara. That is horrible. That's too soon. Right, let me catch up with the chat messages. That was kind of cool. I like that. Remember the characters folder? Yeah, I saw that in there's characters. Oh yeah, that's what they deleted. I wish I could show you this, but it shows the game folder and it has characters and it has like I guess it's like the sprites for all the characters or whatever, the information for the characters. And there's only 3 of them now: Monica, Natsuki, and Yuri. There's no file for Sayori. I don't know if it must have been there before. That's really weird. Wow. All right. So let's see what happens. Say anything else? Or what the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? The artwork looks a lot better too. Yeah, for that scene, that was pretty cool. How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. I wonder if that's supposed to be what they do too, is it like targets the girl you're like going after. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts kept telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I'd just spent some more time with her. walked her to school, or remained friends with her like I always had been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. There's nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. It actually reminds me a bit more of kind of Undertale, if I had to say. By the way, the game just deleted your loads too, really? Oh no, they're still there. Wait, what happens if I try to load? Will it let me load out? What will it say? Oh no, it doesn't! Whoa, that's freaky. Oh no! It kicked us out. What the fuck? Did we screw it up? See an annoying girl running towards me. Oh, it's the beginning of the game, but... Whoa. Well, so much for seeing the rest of that outro. That was weird. The Russian ads joined the game. I guess so, that's what it looked like. I don't know what's going on. I see an annoying girl running towards me. This is basically the beginning of the game. The girl is this, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. The kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. Her... Never mind. It's just an ordinary day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. Sure, we have. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Sayori who? There's no Sayori in this game, what are you guys talking about? There's always... Yes, now we've become a true edgelord. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it. I think, yeah, I'm seeing what's going on here. That was a long first act, though. Was who erased? I don't know who you're talking about. Yeah, I think we missed something because I tried to load the save. If it kept going, the game would end. And the main menu would load. And Monica would take Sayori's place. Yeah, we just started this game. I don't know what you guys are talking about. You know, this is the first stream we're doing of this game. I spent the last 2.5 hours just talking about nothing, like we usually do. Yeah, we talked about Hollywood and scandals and that kind of stuff for 2 whole hours. Now we're just beginning the game, so let's see what happens in this fresh game that I totally haven't played before. So we're going the Monica route, right? Yeah, probably. After I pack up my things, one way or the other, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs really aren't anything that interests me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with anyway. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Daddy hands? Oh! Monica! Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Ah, yeah, it has. Monica smells sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica's probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Also deletes all your memories if you don't agree otherwise. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little. What'd you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really, you quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club do you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club! How exciting. Literature. That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? We have to think about that number, don't we? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. 3 of you. Really? It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps their manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. Besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Daddy Hand. By any chance she's looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you would do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it'd really make me happy. Alright, no reason to refuse. How could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Do they have cupcakes? I'm sure they do. Until they delete the person that makes the cupcakes, of course. Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, Daddy Hand, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Can't refuse the godlike girl now. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul. Did they say that the first time too? That is really funny. Oh, foreshadowing. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Hey, Monica, looking great as always. Totally look fabulous, no one say otherwise. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Oh, Jesus Christ! They're just gonna be doing little jump scares from here on out, huh? I see. Yeah? Guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Daddy Hand. All words escape me in this situation. This club is filled with incredibly cute girls! Oh, just you wait and see. Let me guess, you're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably first year. Anyways, Natsuki. So we already been introduced to these characters. I think this is going pretty similarly to before. So yeah, this is pretty crazy. Quite the twist indeed. A bit like Undertale and... I'm trying to think, what was the other game? You know what? Actually, I got too excited, my voice. You know what? There really was a case where they did this in, what's it called? They did this in Fading Hearts too, where the game kind of repeats itself a little bit towards the end. So yeah, I got so excited, like, you know what? I can't even do it again unless I like do it unintentionally. 3 is the lucky number. 3 is the best number. 4? I've never even heard of the number 4. What are you guys talking about? In that case, I should at least make some tea. Alright, let's do this. I can probably put this on auto for a little bit. How quick is it? It goes pretty slow. Never mind. I'm like, I could just put the game on auto while I'm reading chat. Feeding Tale. Yeah, I guess so. There are a couple of games that do these kind of like mindfucks. I've played some of them. You set the auto to be faster? Let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. Which one's faster? Is it this? Which side? Should feel right at home, okay? No, that's longer. Okay. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna watch in the background, see if anything new pops up. But I'm just gonna read the chat. Yeah, that was absolutely crazy. That something like that actually happened in the game. I was not expecting like a whole reset like that. But I definitely was expecting Monika to be going like full psycho. And that she's gonna be like some like godlike being. Now I pretty much confirmed it. So that's good. I got my wish. Yeah, I guess so. Certainly a case of be careful what you wish for. So we lost our true love. That's a shame. Now we're left with, well, I mean, what am I talking about? We have our one true love. There's Monika, of course. There's no other choice here. These others are so inferior and not worthy of our time. It was funny, though, that they did that whole scene at the end where they start, like, glitching out like that. They even had the, that little message telling you to check out that traceback thing, which I probably wouldn't really thought much about, but then Frog did mention that I should take a look at it. So I did that, and yeah, definitely some messed up messages there. Monika plays piano. Notice that the piano takes the lead in the entire soundtrack. Damn, there's a lot of subtle stuff like that, huh? Isn't one the best number? There are no other girls, right? Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, and of course Danganronpa, they have that whole thing with the playing with flashbacks, that kind of thing. And of course, virtual reality aspects too. That might be rebellious and choose the other girls just to make Monika super bitchy, of course. Alright, Ayumi, have a good night. I'm probably gonna end the stream soon myself, because it's getting a bit late. Natsuki knew all about Monika the whole time if you pay attention. Oh, Natsuki knew about it. What about the other girls? I thought maybe that some of the things we were talking about with Sayori were hinting at it. But was it actually Natsuki? Oh, she whispered to us after the cupcake event. I see. Yeah, probably a lot of this could be skipped, because this is just repeating the same kind of thing that was going on at the beginning of the game. It's a shame that you can't actually skip the dialogue itself though, until you get something new. Still one problem. What's the problem now? We never said we joined the club. Delete Monika. I wonder what would happen if I did do that. What if I just deleted the character file now? Or if I could just like one of the other ones. Deleting Monika ends the game early. Should I do it? What do you guys think? Should I give it a shot and see what happens? Ayumi says don't do it. I wonder if it actually causes different things to happen. Oh, it just ruins the game? Oh, we have to reinstall it. Oh, maybe there's like a meta to it. Play along. That would actually be pretty cool if you could actually, if like deleting certain files in the game, or like you could actually like rewrite files to say something else, and it would actually change the way the game happens, like how it plays out. Like, can you imagine if like you had like the way to like make your own choices in the game? Like obviously it'd have to be pre-programmed in advance, but like an option would be locked off unless you actually went to the file and edited it, and then you could actually have it pop up so you could choose that option when normally you wouldn't be able to. That'd be really cool if the game did that. I don't know if maybe that does happen in this game. They already did something pretty crazy. Yeah, it's just its own ending. Okay. Then I guess that's what we'll do. What we'll do is we'll play things out as it's supposed to. And then we could just mess around after we finish playing the game. And seeing what kind of havoc it can cause. Redacted Life did that. Redacted Life. The name sounds familiar. Actually, I'm waiting for this. Oh, probably just look things up on Google. Is that the game by? Let me see. Oh yeah, it's by Katie133. Yeah, I played summer games before. I remember that being mentioned, but I didn't play it at the time because, like, at the same time that it came out, I was thinking I played. Chris was playing it, so I was like, eh. Okay. Anyway, what's going on here? Oh, I unlocked a special poem. Would I like to read it? Sure, why not? I can't convince myself to... What? Oh, because we have auto skip on. God damn it. We skipped where the poem was. Oh well. Something about being in therapy. Do it, says Emperor Palpatine. Yes, of course. And we only have the two girls here. Oh, and yeah, I didn't notice that we don't have Monica as one of the girls in this either. It's quite interesting. Alright, I'm gonna make... I don't know if it'll actually carry over, but I'll make a save here. No, Monica is there? Oh, she's always there, huh? Yeah, I see what you mean. She's always watching everything we do in this game. I think I'm gonna end things here for now. She's the book. So yeah, I'm glad we got to the point where things really started to get interesting. That definitely makes it easier to go and play this again next time. Did take a while, but hey, we got there. Why are the chibi jumping about? I don't know. There's nothing to be happy about. If only they knew what they're in store for. Actually, they don't look very happy, do they? But yeah, this is a crazy game, and I'm glad that I was encouraged to play this and continue playing it. So thanks for all the people in chat who encouraged me along throughout some of the slower parts of the game. I don't know how much longer there is after this. Frog, I know you have played the game at least, so about how much longer in the game would you say there is? It's like roughly an hour or so, or 2 hours? Oh, she does show up in one of the poems? Oh, we're about 60% done. Okay, so it might actually be a while still. 1 to 2.5 hours. Alright, so that'll definitely be another stream that we could do at some point. Get it finished, see the true ending. Got more girls to get than Monica to murder. Well, we'll see about that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this game. I'll definitely try to play some more soon. Maybe tomorrow night, but I won't guarantee it. But if I do play it tomorrow night, it'll probably be starting late, around maybe the same time, like say 9 o'clock or so. We shall see. Check out the menu. I can check that out while, how do I go back to the menu? Main menu. Seems maybe not so normal. Yeah. Doki Doki, yeah, very cheery. So much for our friend. That is pretty creepy. Pretty creepy indeed. So, yeah. Tomorrow at 9 o'clock, I might try streaming again. Hopefully finishing this up. And, if not, I'll let you guys know whenever I do plan to get around to finishing this. Oh wait, did Sup make it through that the entire night? Is Sup still here? I think she might went to sleep. Yeah, I think Sup left a while ago. Oh well, that means no singing for me tonight. I get to avoid that. Yes, I survive. I don't have to sing. Praise be. Okay, so the rest of you, I'll wish you a good night. Thanks for attending the stream, and I hope you had fun. Mike Money, make sure you finish playing Metal Gear Solid 4, as always. The rest of you, just enjoy your nights. Have fun doing whatever you're going to be doing. Don't you roll your eyes at me, mister. How dare you. I'll take none of your sass. Yeah, and until then, take care, everyone.